Hey everybody, it's Christopher Small, the owner of CMS Law Firm. We do estate planning, we do probate, we do it well. Today, I want to talk to you about how to avoid the estate planning rabbit hole. Before I get to that though, I want to remind you, if you have questions about this or anything else related to estate planning or probate, and you want to talk with us over the phone for free, you can do so by going to cmslawfirm.com. Okay, rabbit holes. We all know what they are, right? We all know when we've fallen into them. Sometimes you can do it with on YouTube. Sometimes you can do it in Google. You know, you start looking for something and you see the next thing, and then you see the next thing, and you see the next thing. Well, it can happen with estate planning too, and it kind of goes like this. You're thinking about what you want to do with your estate plan. Let's say you're thinking about distributions for your assets in the future, and then you start going, well, what if this happens? And then what if that happens? And then what if that happens? And then what if that happens? And then you try to plan for each of those different circumstances that you can dream up. And pretty soon you have a whole bunch of different things. All of these different ideas and distribution patterns sort of conflict with each other and have a lot of if-thens and all these different hypothetical things that are happening. And you have found yourself in the middle of the estate planning rabbit hole. I see it all the time with my clients. We'll hop on the phone and they'll start telling me all the things that they're thinking about, and I have to try to get them to pump the brakes a little bit. And that is what my suggestion is for you as well. And here's why. Okay, first of all, here's the way that I would approach it if you're thinking about how to put together your distribution instructions, or you find yourself asking and considering a bunch of different hypothetical scenarios. The key is this. You cannot know what's going to happen in the future with any amount of certainty. Particularly if you have younger kids, you don't know who they are as people yet. You don't know how they're going to turn out. You don't know if they're going to like their future spouse. You don't know if they're going to be amazing or crazy. Okay, because think of the crazy person that you know out there. They got parents, and those parents probably never thought their kids were going to be crazy. So you could have crazy kids too, but the thing is, you're not going to know until they are older, right? Until life shows itself to you. And for that reason, it's really difficult and not worth the energy to try to think about all of the different things that can happen. So what I suggest you do to avoid the estate planning rabbit hole is to just choose your best outcomes based on sort of what you actually know right in front of you. And although this is going to sound morbid, I think part of that process is to think about, what if we died within the next 3 years, right? What do we want that outcome to look like if I die in the next 3 years? And that will help you craft your trust distributions, for example. In particular, that's where this kind of can go haywire, is with trust distribution schedules over a long period of time in the future. So instead of going down the rabbit hole, think about what you would want to do now in the near term if you died. How would you want your child to be treated? How would you want assets to be distributed for them? And then stay with that. Here's why. Updating your estate plan is really, really, really easy. Okay, it's not super expensive. It's not super time consuming, and for those reasons, you don't need to figure it all out now. What I tell people is, make a choice now. And then in a few years, or in 5 years, or in 10 years, when you have some additional data, then you can make a choice. If your kid turns out to be crazy, you can change your plan to reflect that. If your kid turns out to be Mother Teresa, then you can change your plans to reflect that. If your kid is in a very, let's call it high risk type of a business, then you can adjust your plan to reflect that. If your child marries someone that you hate, then you can adjust your plan to reflect that. So all of these changes can be made over time. And so this helps to avoid that estate planning rabbit hole. It helps you actually get your plan done and get something on the books that will serve and protect and push your family to great things, even if you are not here to help or to see those things in the future. All right, so that's it. That's how you avoid the estate planning rabbit hole. Hopefully you got something good out of this. If you did, and you want to hit that like button, go ahead and push it. If you are somewhere where you can leave a comment and you have one or a question, let me hear it. If you can subscribe, you don't want to miss any future episodes, hit the subscribe button. And if you have questions about this or anything else related to estate planning or probate, and you want to talk with us over the phone for free, you can do so by going to cmslawfirm.com. Okay, that is it. As always, I am Christopher Small. I am the owner of CMS Law Firm. We do estate planning. We do probate. We do it well. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. I appreciate you, and I will talk to you again soon. See ya.